Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is called Together We Travel, and this is a couple of creators who are going to take us on travel adventures, particularly cruising. They're going to show us everything from the ports that the ships depart from to the destinations and different activities that are included on shore, on ship. They're going to give us tours of the ship itself, tours of the room. They're going to show us the meals that can be had, the technology updates, and the different other types of things that might be unexpected, where you might head to a destination, head to shore, head to around a port or touristy type ideas for areas, beaches and things like this, and find a parasailing going by or a zip line flying by and things like that. They take part in a lot of activities as well. They show you the shows that happen. Anybody who's been on a vacation or seen videos of vacations to resorts, or particularly on cruise ships, knows that there are theaters, there are different venues where they have karaoke, they got bands playing, they got dancing, singing, DJs, and live bands and everything else. Together We Travel is going to show us all of these things on their channel, and they are incredibly active in their own community, the travel community, and here in Superchat, for which I'm grateful. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They bring us shorts, videos, and live streams. And they connect with a lot of other creators as well. I see them in a lot of different live chats when I'm visiting other channels' live streams. Shorts videos. They're getting into almost thousands of views now. One of them's popped over 6,000 views, which is great to see. And then videos, they've even got a brand new one. So I'm just going to put this one into a special playlist that I use. That is a tool that helps me keep caught up with creators. We lovingly name it Ketchup. That's from our friend Ghostly Winds, who is a member in the community here from Australia. And they come in frequently, and they've been a long-time friend as well. So Together We Travel is in the chat. This is overdue, actually, for featuring them. I feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. I do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And we do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. I've got quite a few names on the wheel. I'm going to add a few more. Kristen Walton is in the chat. That's my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, of course, are at the top of the wheel. They're here every day. Scratch and PPA is literally here for every stream. Michael's Adventures is here for every stream that he can be. They are both dear friends to Superchat. They've been with us almost from the beginning, and that's over 3 years ago now, and over 571 episodes, if you can imagine. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We've also got adopted retrospects in Canadian family life, along with Cricket 208 and Phase Yoda Phase King, as well as Mike and Rihanna family vlogs and Yarn Again, because they all happen to be members. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Adopted retrospects actually upgraded their membership to silver earlier in the stream, and what that means is that starting with the next live stream, we will see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as we just saw. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but we'll do some more introductions. And I see that Black Phoenix is in the house. Gaming Experience with Kelly is the gaming channel from the Bullock Experience. It's D Bankroll is going to help us with our finances. Leela Life My Way is fairly new to TuberChat, just finding us last week. Long Island Bigfoot is in the house. Rushing Wind Mountain is here with us frequently. And TMS Entertainment, forgive me for being mistaken if you've not been here before, or if this is your first time, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. Our instructions are always in our video description for anybody that is new, for exactly how to connect and get the most value out of your time spent here. And Sister Winnie is also in the house. She never forgets that thumbs up. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee is a member. They're going to get added to the wheel right this second. We'll get to spinning soon. And then The wheel and the screen, of course, are open to everyone. After a long period of time, usually a couple of hours, I start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So that's a hint for you to figure out the easiest way to get onto the wheel as fast as possible. Like I said, it's open to everyone. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next 2.5 to 3 hours. Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us right after Superchat today, so we'll be able to extend our time and continue connecting. You'll meet more friends and family members with him. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine, dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. And they all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll always be welcome to meet more friends and family members on any of their channels in exactly the same way we do here. Thank you for that. Long Island Bigfoot is offering to give up a spot on the wheel. It's probably going to take a very long time. If you're still here in 2 hours, I'll put it on anyway. As the stream goes on, I tend to get faster, and by the time we get about 2.5 hours in, we're literally going about 45 seconds to a minute per channel, but we'll keep that in mind when the time comes, and I really do appreciate your support, especially, you know, anybody at all. I appreciate every moment you can spend, even if you're here just to say hello, or give a thumbs up, or run the stream in the background. Sometimes Jaden or Donut Toys and Games and a few other friends are doing that, so I appreciate it. Sister Winnie's in the house. Stephanie G is here as well. Thank you for the share also. And again, we're looking at Together We Travel. So this is a channel that's going to bring us cruising content more than anything, but let's say travel adventures. And there's all kinds of stuff from excursions. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I couldn't think of it. The excursions that happen at the different ports and destinations. And then, of course, the embarkation and the voyages themselves. The sea days, they're going to give us tours of the ships and get involved in a lot of the, first of all, activities that are available. I was lucky enough to once be on a cruise ship during one summer, and I know that there is activity all day and evening long. There's all kinds of themed parties and all kinds of stuff, and Together We Travel is going to show us these things. So I hope everybody will connect with them. A generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with 610 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 700 we know they must be thinking about. So I'm going to spin the wheel, and we'll see who's our first channel chosen from the Wheel of Doom for today to be put up onto the screen. And we'll keep that going soon enough. Yarn Again is coming up right now. And they are fairly new to Superchat. So somebody that we're still getting to know. And Yarn Again has got some shorts front and center on their channel. Let's see what they've got going on there. Oh, you went swimming with sharks. I didn't see that one. I have to be honest, I run more videos than I watch, but today I was watching a few. I always watch a few videos right before featuring a channel. I've never even thought about doing that kind of thing. I haven't done any excursions when it comes to being on a cruise ship. I worked on a cruise ship for a summer, but we would just go to the beach all the time. I didn't do like the parasailing or any of that fun stuff. Yarn Again. Shorts are here in front and center on the channel, like I said, and getting now over 1,300 and 1,400 views, which is great. That will likely continue to grow. Videos are posted somewhat frequently. It looks like a couple of times a week, and they've got a brand new one here. Yarn Barf makes me want to cry. We actually have a channel in the house called, in the community called Yarn Barf, and that's actually a thing. If you can find that channel, you'll find them... You'll find out exactly what Yarn Barf is, or Yarn Again will explain it to you. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 454 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 500 we know they must be thinking about now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Pardon me. I'm just getting over a cough and a few other allergy related things. Stress relief table, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I think you were here earlier, so thank you for still being here or coming back in. Roadhog is a member. I've got them on the wheel. The Bud Files are here with us every day, and I see them out supporting other creators all the time. They also happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel also. Let's spin, see who's coming up next. if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and then other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Just Jason Keto's in the house, and I did, as promised, go and check out that video. He's got a shorts on his channel. I think it's 22,000 views, and it's of a breakfast sandwich. And if you watch that shorts video, I'll show you when we pull his channel up, you'll get an idea as to why that video's done so well. But he's obviously talented in the kitchen, because one of the things I commented for him was he's got the frying pan and just frying a couple eggs in there, but he's able to flip perfectly, like the perfect flip. And I still yet am not quite that talented, so I've got a little bit to learn. But it was a nice, healthy looking, delicious, low carb breakfast sandwich, and breakfast I'm always happy about. But we'll talk about that when we get his channel up. Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you in the house. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee has an interesting channel, because what she's going to bring us are auction type sales that happen in real time. You can join for live streams, and then they pull up all kinds of different artifacts for you to pick up and literally bid on. And the videos on the channel, the traditional videos, are really made to promote the live streams. And she streams, I believe, twice a week, if I'm right. Sunday auction, Monday marmalade. So there you go. Yes, you see that. And I've been lucky to catch them several times for these live streams. Sometimes they have other panelists that come up with them, as you can see. And then they've got some shorts on the channel to add some variety. And these are starting to get into well over 1,000 views. One of them's popped over 7,100 views, which is really cool. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee was actually featured not too long ago and happens to be a member. So, of course, they were put on the wheel right away. But they got 475 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they're thinking about as well. Abandoned Exploring Mike is in the house. Good to see you here. JJ Journeys is in the house. Amy and Family is back again for what I believe is the second time. And then, yeah, thank you. Long Island Bigfoot might do some streams where they allow people to connect in a very similar way to what we do here. And then, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way. I think about that now because Just Jason Keto's a fellow Canadian. We had the Victoria Day weekend last week, but I know our American friends are celebrating the Memorial Day weekend right now. Mama Four Boys is in the house. They happen to be a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. And then thank you, Leela Life My Way, and hopefully we'll see you again shortly. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're typically here Saturday and Sunday, almost always, and then we try to get one stream in during the week. Next week's a little bit different as well. Kristen Wilton will be celebrating her birthday. We'll be doing family stuff, so we won't stream on Sunday. I will do a stream on Monday, which we haven't done in a long, long time, next week. And then she will do, hopefully, a birthday stream right after, so we'll right into that. So that's next week, but for right now, we're looking at Just Jason Keto. Now, what I was talking about, I'll show you first before anything, is the shorts videos. He's got a lot of really healthy-looking stuff here, because obviously the name Just Jason Keto is telling you he's going to help us with healthy eating and healthy living. A lot of these healthy-looking shorts videos have done very well. And now I see, actually, the thumbnail, because we're not allowed to, or not able to, pick thumbnails for our shorts right now. YouTube gave us the ability when they first came out with shorts, then they took that away. I'm not sure if they're going to add that or not. I certainly hope so, because a lot of times, even I've posted some shorts on my personal channel, and the thumbnails are just horrendous. I don't know why anybody would ever click on them, but because it's just picking a frame out of the shorts video. But Just Jason Keto, I see the frying pan actually it is a compelling looking thumbnail that YouTube's chosen out of the algorithm, or however they do that. But this is what I was talking about, and I'm not going to watch the video because I don't roll videos typically here. But let me see if I can do something here. I'm just going to do a little hack. If we go in the URL and cut out the word shorts and change it for watch, you'll see that it changes the video into a traditional format, and then you can skim through it. But let me just show you. I'm just going to ruin the surprise for everybody. And watch this flip. That was perfect. I'm going to watch it again. Watch this. Bam. Right centered in the pan. I know some of you are probably thinking this is ridiculous, Kevin. It's not that hard to flip eggs in a pan, but I promise you, for me, it's been hard to flip anything in a pan. I've gotten better over the years, but I can only cook to save my life. I can't do anything impressive. Rushing Wind Mountain is celebrating their birthday on Thursday. I know for sure we won't be streaming on Thursday, so forgive us for that. I'm aiming for Wednesday right now, but we will hopefully be able to wish you an early happy birthday when that stream comes. For now, hopefully everybody will wish Rushing Wind Mountain a happy advanced birthday, because they'll be celebrating this week. Sister Winnie, thank you so much for the super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Sister Winnie always remembers the thumbs up and supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. Parge Jen, good to see you in the house. Kermajin, Alaska, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, cast iron would be harder to flip, I'm sure. You gotta, not that I know, because I certainly don't. I am not a master in the kitchen by any stretch of the imagination at all. But I understand now, you have to have the right pan. So if you get the right pan with the proper curl on the sides, which Just Jason Keto has on his stove right there, it makes it possible to be able to flip like that. You know, if you're not a chef or somebody who's, you know, cooking things for 8 hours a day, it can be hard to learn, I'm sure. But you get better with time. But Just Jason Keto's obviously got that down pat. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Pardon me. Via Speaks Royally, I'm going to get you onto the wheel because you happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And when we look at Just Jason Keto's channel, now I talk about Just Jason Keto a lot. My speeches are getting very long because he's here every day. And as you get to know creators in your own communities and start to build friendships, it becomes easier to start describing people in different ways like this. Eddie Gannon, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I can't imagine anybody's going to leave to go running to a stream right now, but we'll be happy to know that you've got fresh content on your channel afterwards. This channel here, Tuber Chat, is meant for everybody to support each other first. Most of the people who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they see kind of the things that you talk about in the chat to make a judgment call as to whether you might be a supportive channel before they will connect. That goes for everybody. And it's just a hint for anybody that's fairly new. She Stole My Thunder, thank you for coming in. I've got you on the wheel there as well. I'm hoping that my robots are going to work. Nightbot's in the house, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. Is Bautissimo not doing their job today? Bautissimo should be here. Oh, Thursday they got a stream coming up. Okay, pardon me. I assumed you meant you had a stream coming up right now, but that's okay. So Eddie Gannon will have an interesting guest for a stream this coming Thursday, which is the same day that Rushing Wind Mountain will be celebrating their birthday. So that's cool. Just Jason Keto is up on the screen right now. So we looked at the shorts, and like I said, one of these has popped over 22,000, but lots of these are getting into the thousands of views. And I have noticed, it could just be that I'm looking through, you know, my own lens in our community and this and that, but a lot of healthy meal type of shorts, especially grilling, seem to do really, really well. So there's a hint for everybody. Just Jason Keto streams frequently. I can't believe how long it's been since I've caught you. Have I not actually caught a stream while it's happening? Maybe it looks like not, right? Because the last one I would have rerun as a replay would be a year ago. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I've caught him for at least one premiere. And I've got a notification on for one that's coming up in a couple of days. Now, Just Jason Keto, does live streams where they have StreamYard panelists, I believe, come up with them, and then they chop videos out of that, if I'm not mistaken. And forgive me because if I'm wrong, because now we're realizing by looking, I may not have actually caught a live stream yet while it's on. But Just Jason Keto does videos where he brings up panelists. And the idea here is these people are sharing their knowledge and their experience when it comes to living with a either keto-based lifestyle or diet, so that we can be helped in knowing, first of all, what to expect, and not to mention hearing things like challenges or trials, tribulations, things that can hopefully help us avoid mistakes or get through, rough times if there is something like that, and give us tips and tricks. And Just Jason Keto does that on his channel and his content as well when it comes to products and understanding labels, understanding the difference maybe between something that's marketed as keto friendly as opposed to actually being keto friendly, because it's a big thing, right, and a big deal. Just Jason Keto and all of his friends on this channel will help us, and I'm sure you will find these conversations to be compelling. One of the things I was describing yesterday when we were talking about Just Jason Keto's channel, a long time ago, very long time ago, I did go on a diet one time, and I was doing it with a friend. A friend was kind of following the keto idea at the time. I remember this because he had those like sticks that help you tell whether you're actually in ketosis or not, and this and that. I was just following his lead and doing what he said. But I lost 30 pounds in 2 months. It really wasn't that hard. I cheated as much as anybody, and not too bad at all. But very effective. Now, Just Jason Keto is going to help us understand why these types of things will happen, and through the different conversations I'll have with other people, you might find something that strikes the right chord with you if you're looking for something along the lines of a little bit healthier of a diet or lifestyle, and the idea of living a little bit healthier and things like that. Zombie Prepper, good to see you in the house. I was quite certain you've been here before, and I think many times. My robot is welcoming you as if it's the first time you're here in the live stream, but I have a feeling Bautissimo might not be quite on the case the way it usually is, so forgive me for that, but it's great to have you here. And if I am mistaken, for anybody that is brand new, our instructions are always in our video description. Monty and Dory Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Rushing Wind Mountain is here in the chat with us as well. And thank you, Granny Filming again is vouching for Just Jason Keto's channel. The Gaming Family, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. Unidentified S4, past 10,000 subscribers not too long ago. That's Anthony. We always get members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Just Jason Keto has gifted a membership. He's actually done that countless times. So thank you very much for that. I know Joe from the Garden State Gardener will be appreciative of that. And I certainly appreciate the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, of course. Very much appreciated. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. But as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So let's think about putting up Sister Winnie. She dropped a super chat earlier, and we always put super chatters on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Sister Winnie follows all of my channels and always remembers to give that thumbs up. They post frequently, usually with live streams, actually. That's where I've caught them most often. Get to the Farm is in the house. Good to see you here. That is a husband and wife combo with I Want to Know, who also happens to be a member. And Ryan the Tech Guy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. You might be here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Cabaret Gaming's in the house. Good to see you here. James Gipe has just come through. He's been a friend for a long time. I'm just going to go in the background into my YouTube studio in another window here and just see if I notice anything. Sometimes you have channels that come through your live chats and you can see different numbers and the analytics change as soon as somebody familiar comes through. So we'll just have a look at that. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message as well. those are a bonus that's given to anybody who's an official member on a channel where they are enabled. Flies through the chat like a super chat, but you'll also notice that it knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss as well. And that is a video game life meter that is a fun addition to your live stream. I'm sure everybody can see the obvious benefit to having that. All super chats and memberships knock a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. I feel like I missed another channel coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And when we look at Sister Winnie, we see somebody who is going to inspire us in a spiritual way, as you would imagine. She does shorts, videos, and live streams. I'm just going to take the latest video from yesterday and put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up and make sure I don't fall behind. And then shorts videos, we'll see how these are doing for her. These have gotten into the 3,000 views and now beyond, which is great to see. And then, yeah, get to the farm. That's a good tip. I forget to mention it all the time, but whether you're on a phone or a web browser, if you switch the chat to live chat instead of top chat, you make sure you don't miss anybody's messages. Otherwise, it can be difficult to catch everything everybody's saying. Sister Winnie as well does a lot of live streaming, so hopefully I'll catch them again shortly. You can see, pardon me, they stream every couple of days, pardon me, and I'm lucky to have caught them many times. And Sister Winnie has been somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. And like I said, supports on all of my channels. And there you go. Yes, unidentified S4. Good idea. Happy Memorial Day and thanking the veterans for their service, of course, in the United States. I'm in Canada, but you know, we equally admire, I believe, all of our veterans and those who fight for our country and our rights and things like that. It's more important now than ever. So it's great that that's being celebrated and recognized. And then, Sister Winnie, thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that before. And we will spin the wheel and get another channel ready to go. And Phasio to Face King is going to come up. We'll see what they've got going on. And Phasio to Face King is going to bring us video gameplay more than anything else. Actually, what we're going to do, I'll ask everybody if you have the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network. I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. A Backlash Fisherman's in the house. I've put them on the wheel as well. We're just gonna, I know I'm doing breaks this weekend a little bit more frequently than usual. Maybe next week we'll calm them back down. But for now, I'm just barely got over last week a bit of a cough and some allergies and stuff like that. So we just want to make sure the voice is going to last for another 2 hours or so. So we'll go for 3 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at Phasio to Face King. All right, we're back and looking at Phasio to Face King, a longtime friend who's bringing us video gameplay. One of the things I probably don't do often enough is thank our moderators. We don't have very many moderators here on the channel because I don't want everybody to be bogged down with moderating duties and things like that. The robots help with a little bit of that, but all the moderators on this channel have been dear friends of mine for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other, and they've all been at it for a long time. So whatever they see, anything that looks suspicious in the chat, different channel names and things like that, they are very well seasoned to understand that, when the unfortunate things happen in YouTube, like trolling and that kind of thing, they can be on it pretty quick. So luckily, that's the case, and I appreciate our moderators for that reason. I just wanted to throw that in there. And then, Phasio to Face King, like I said, brings us video gameplay. And they have now over 3,100 subscribers. So they bring shorts, videos, and live streams. We'll see how the shorts are doing for them. And we see that they've got many that are into the thousands of views. One's popped over 10K, which is great. They do a lot of live streaming. They mix up the video gameplay here as well. And then we'll look at the videos and just see what they've posted lately. So most of the videos are quite short. In their case, what I'm going to do is take their latest live stream replay. This is just taken from South Park, so maybe I'll look at a couple other things here. Maybe I'll skip that for now. I'll go over to the videos. I'll take the latest video. I'll put this into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And playlists can be a great tool for that. Lazy Acres Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Sadie Lady is in the house, a longtime friend. And one of the things that is an idea as well, I know we've got a few new channels in the chat today. Most of the people who've been here many times before will not go right to a brand new channel that they see in the chat here with good reason. Because they want to make a judgment call as to whether somebody will be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect, whenever that's possible. But I also tend to do the same thing, whether we're here or whether we're out in other live streams and premieres. I tend not to fish, if you want to call it that, which is reaching out to other creators, hoping to connect as fast as possible. Here in Tuber Chat, you can probably connect with anywhere from 8 to 10 subscribers per hour, but any faster than that usually results in losses of subscribers. So we certainly don't want anybody to go through that. And of course, engaged conversation is the best idea. And that's how our wheel and everything else works. After a little while, I'll get some more names onto the wheel from our chat list. In the meantime, right now, let's spin. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And we'll see what's happening with the gaming family. And we've got quite a few friends that do gaming. We got gaming channels, and then we've got some friends that just add some gameplay into their variety channels and things like that as well. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see specifically, like a question or a comment, just please mention again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The gaming family is bringing us video gameplay, of course, and we can see that they're getting into a lot of Fortnite. I think that's I'm not sure if that's a newer shorts video, but already over 1,400 views, which is great. So they're likely going to crack a few more, over 1,000 very soon. Lots of live streaming. They just did one yesterday, which is cool. I wondered when they were going to do a new live stream because they were here with us yesterday as well. And then videos might be something that's an idea for the future. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the gaming family. They're with us frequently, and they're at 576 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we're going to look at Kristen Walton. She is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, and she has got her own channel doing her own thing, but of course she's here as a member and a moderator. So we'll see what she's got going on. Particularly beauty is what she brings most often, but a lot of hauls, unboxing videos, product reviews, and sponsored videos as well. As you can see, she's got a birthday coming up next week, so we'll expect to raid into that on our Monday live stream. We haven't done a Monday live stream in a long time, but that'll be coming up. What you see on this channel is that presentation is at the forefront of her mind, because her thumbnails all follow a similar scheme. She's got bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable, I'm sure, when it comes to the YouTube recommendation engine. And then as well, she's picked a color scheme for herself to keep everything fairly uniform, including her avatar and banner, which are all set to match. Now, if you dig through a lot of the older videos, you'll start to get into some more variety, including some outdoor adventures, collaborations with other creators, interviews. She's been interviewed several times as well. She does well with series of videos, as you can see from the David's Tea there. And then she's got some shorts videos and had some great success with these also, where she's gotten into over 20,000 and almost 30,000 views. So live streams are something that happens occasionally on the channel, but we'll expect one next week, and hopefully everybody will join her for that. Almost 1,800 subscribers. One of the things she also likes to do is add bloopers into her videos, sometimes at the end, but often sprinkled throughout the video, which is really cool. And I know that her audience has come to expect that and really enjoys it. I think that's one of the things that draws them to her channel. Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Kristen Welton dropped a premiere yesterday, and we raided into that from yesterday's Tuber Chat live stream. Today, Michael's Adventures is going to do the same thing. That'll be about 2 hours from now-ish. And we're not in any rush today, so we can stay up to 3 hours if everybody would like. Michael's Adventures posts every single day. He's got a lot of wildlife on his channel more than anything else. You'll find raccoons, foxes, deer. There's bird watching. He often takes us outdoors for a story to be told or a look around, sometimes in a cemetery or graveyard, but sometimes just a look around his area. And you might also find him playing a slot game on a tablet, or possibly scratching lottery tickets, especially when it comes to his shorts videos, as you can see. And some of these have started to pop. One of them is over 6,200 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Michael's Adventures. We'll get an even better look at his channel when we go over there for today's premiere. He's got a lot coming up. I'm going to set the notifications for all of them right now. We always recommend that everybody set notifications for everything you see, whether they're premieres or live streams, regardless of the dates or start times, because it sends a signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, of course. And then I always catch up with Michael's Adventures once every week or two, because like I said, he posts every week, and then he always follows, of course, everything that I do on every channel. Michael's Adventures has been a dear friend for getting on 3 years now, and is a beloved and dedicated moderator here as well. He is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube, and will always be willing to help with watch hours. So if anybody would like to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to catch up with the whole channel, but I just put one of the videos in my catch-up list there anyway. Portal to the Paranormal PTTP, good to see you in the house. And TCG Fam is here as well, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and in about 2 hours from now, we're going to go over to Michael's Adventures for that premiere. He will allow us to continue meeting friends and family members the same way we do here, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that begins. Oh, TCG fam put some new a new emotional video up on the channel, so we've got brand new content over there when we get a chance to go over. And right now we're going to look at the Bud Files, and they're here with us every day. The Bud Files seek to bring us modern day archaeology on their channel. They want to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. And then thank you, TCG fam. The Bud Files are posting frequently. I thought I caught up with one of these videos. Maybe, am I mistaken? Maybe I'm going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my... Oh, I took it yesterday, but I haven't finished running the list yet. I'm going to take another video then. I'll take one of these and I'll put it in my catch-up list as well. And I was a little bit longer yesterday than I thought it was. And the Bud Files will take us on many different outdoor adventures more than anything else. Pardon me. Once in a while you'll find them at home, but that's usually during live streams. So they might take us outdoors, they might be inside, they might be playing a game, singing or dancing, or taking us around their area for different types of special events or holidays and things like that. The Bud Files are getting close to 1,200 subscribers right now, and I see them every time I'm out supporting other creators. They're always engaging conversation, bouncing in between premieres and live streams themselves as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I know you'll be happy to get some of that support coming back to you after you connect with them, and we'd love to push them towards that 1,200 subscribers that they're thinking about right now. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. For the same reason. And then Day One Adventures, good to see you in the house. I think, forgive me if I missed you earlier, but I am going to get you onto the wheel right this second. Day One Adventures is a member. Of course, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Backlash Fisherman is up here right now. And this is a first responder who brings us fishing first on their channel. We see that in the shorts videos. We'll have a look at these first and see how these are doing. We know that these have gotten into the thousands of views now, and that will likely continue. Backlash Fisherman will take us all kinds of different places fishing. One of the things they're known for is a... hobby hangout live stream where they bring up StreamYard panelists and talk about different crafts and hobbies. But then as well, they're known for ride-along live streams, and they take us out on adventures, sometimes just doing their daily routine or for a story to be told or a look around. Now, it's interesting with this channel. I'm going to show you another channel as well. I'm going to get through their videos here and see what I'm talking about with the fishing. But when we look at Coastal Water, we're going to find the wife of Backlash Fisherman. And the reason why I put channels like this up together, like we're going to see I Want to Know and Get to the Farm after at some point, right, is because one of the biggest complaints that I get from creators about their YouTube journey is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our channels and our videos when we can find people online willing to do it so easily? So I think it's that extra special when we have in real life friends and family that are supporting each other so wholeheartedly, the way that Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman do, the way that Get to the Farm and I Want to Know do, the way that, for instance, you might expect that Kristen Walton and myself do as well, because we have separate channels also. So I think it makes it that much more special. That's why I talk about it so much and make such a big deal. But Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman are both incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They've been with TuberChat a long time now and are here for every stream that they can be. 333 subscribers now for Coastal Water. She might be indoors or outdoors. She's done a couple of unboxing videos lately, but what I've caught her mostly for is in the kitchen making some of these delicious looking dishes and meals that you see here. I'm going to give you a look through her live streams and you're going to get an idea that she also, there's Backlash Fisherman, she brings us similar types of ride-along live streams like we see from Backlash Fisherman also. So this is really cool, and she takes us out either on her daily routines or stories to be told. She calls these car confessions, and you get a chance to get to know both of these creators, Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, when they are doing those ride-along live streams, for instance. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody's got the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Courtney Shanice Reviews is a longtime friend. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is up here. They've got an interesting story. I'm going to show you his wife's second channel as well. This is a different story because these creators together make a family vlogging channel called Mike and Rihanna's Adventures now, and they'll take us on any kind of adventure. They could be indoors, outdoors, in the kitchen, out on excursions, or some travel and things like that. Yesterday, what they did is a dual live stream. So they were each live streaming on the two separate channels, and they were covering this hot air balloon launch, which is really cool because I can't for the life of me remember if I've ever seen an actual launch before. You could find it if you searched for it, but it's wonderful that Mike and Rihanna's Family Vlogs have put this out for us. Baker, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. When we look at Mike and Rihanna's Family Vlogs, we see a couple of creators as well that are really working on the background of their channel, like descriptions, titles, tags, hashtags, and working with the algorithm to try to find things that are going to help them move. They're collaborating with other creators, getting involved in outside communities as well to grow their channel. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a member and a moderator. I'm going to put her onto the wheel right now. And then Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, you see their shorts have gotten into over 2,300 views now, but one of them's popped over 22,000, which is great. Live streams are something that's frequent. Now here is an example of one of the two streams that they did with the hot air balloon launch. They do StreamYard panels. Sometimes they take us outdoors. Sometimes they're hanging out at home, giving us a chance to get to know them. But I'm just going to show you Rihanna's Weekly Extras, I think it's called, right? Rihanna's Weekly Extras, yes. And this is where Rihanna's doing extra live streaming. So she's got some videos here. I'm going to grab one of these because I can see I'm behind already. And I'm going to try to remember to put this channel up. When I know creators have more than one channel, I try to look at two of them while they're up here, just so that we can keep things moving. Cabaret Gaming, forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel. And I see that Sadie Lady's dropping a super chat. Thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. And for that reason, your channel's going to be the next one that we look at. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Pardon me just for a quick second. And we're looking at Rihanna's Weekly Extras. So I've taken your latest video and put that into my catch-up list. And she's going to let you know what she expects to do on the channel. Food, cooking, grocery hauls, life hacks, as well as much more. A couple of shorts videos already, so that will likely continue. And then live streams. Here we go. This is the one where I caught the hot air balloon launch, which is cool. So it's great to see these creators so aggressively working on their YouTube channel, and I know they will be interested in swapping playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So if anybody would like to do that, just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat here. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you are willing, then please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Sadie Lady is a longtime friend, and there's the star of the show right there. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this channel, and I'm sure this is going to bring a smile to your face. Lisa J. Stocks, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And thank you again, Sadie Lady, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we put them up right away. I'm just looking at their videos. I can see I'm behind. So I'm going to take your latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. I'm going to look at your shorts videos as well. We see that these have gotten into the thousands of views, as much as even over 8,500 views. One of these has popped over 53,000 views, which is great to see. That will likely continue as well. Then when we get into live streams, we see that these are coming out about every week, sometimes twice a week. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these very soon. And Sadie Lady will give you all three video shorts and live streams. They're almost at 700 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And we'd love to get them a little bit farther as well. Alamatu Sadia Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, and we'll spin the wheel in another second here. And we'll see who's coming up next. Again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at Roadhog, we see a very popular name for a channel. So one of the things that we talk about here occasionally is the idea of link drops, right? We don't do link drops on Superchat, very, very rarely. One of the biggest reasons is because when we search, find, and click on each other, we're actually doing a favor for each other, because over time, as you can imagine, hundreds of different creators are searching for your channel name. You will rise up the search results. We have to remember, YouTube is a search engine, right? Rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Roadhog or whatever our channel name might be. So one of the things you want to do is, as you search for them, just keep in mind the hardest channels to find are the ones that need our help the most. Pardon me. And then so we want to search, find, and click on them. It's certainly worth the time that it takes to use your filters, let YouTube know you're looking for a channel. You could use that on a phone or a web browser. And we see that Roadhog here, if we match the avatar with that little yellow shine on it, we make sure we get to the right channel. 379 subscribers. They let us know everything in their videos was found in the trash. And what they mean by that is that they have got, they're breathing new life into things that otherwise might have been passed by. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I missed Margie's Crafty Corner. I don't know why I missed you, but thank you for that. And yes, absolutely, if you for our members, they're supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So if you find that I have missed you for any period of time, please don't be afraid to give me a nudge or let our moderators know, just like Margie's Crafty Corner did right now. We'll make sure we get you on there right away, because I would love to make a mistake. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, of course, right? Now, Roadhog is going to bring us a lot of interesting different things that they're finding and refurbishing. I'm just going to take their latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. So they're doing some teardown and some shout-outs at the same time here. They just put that video out today, so fresh content on the channel, and Roadhog's with us just about every stream as well. They've got some shorts videos. These are starting to pop towards 2,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue as well. Butler Family Farm is in the house. Good to see you here. Forgive me, I didn't catch your stream. I know you streamed earlier with Scott from Rambling with the Brooms, but I was either just getting set up for Tuber Chat or close to it. Butler Family Farms will have an interesting story from last week to tell when I get their channel up on the screen as well. And Butler Family Farms happens to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. We'll spin, and we'll get another channel ready to go. Pardon me if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. Just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Canadian Family Life is coming up right now from New Brunswick. And this is Tiffany. She's with us just about every single day, and somebody who's had monster impact on both the Tuber Chat community and their own community ever since finding us. Already at 1,150 subscribers, and they're posting content frequently as well. They just put a video out this morning. I've got that in my catch-up list now to catch up with them. I see them all the time, bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting other channels, doing a lot of live streaming, and hopping in on other StreamYard panels as well, because we've got that new system now that a lot of people are using with StreamYard, where they allow everybody on the panel to simulcast out to their own channels. Canadian Family Life as well is going to bring us shorts, so these are starting to pop over 1,000 views. That will likely continue as well. And then, like I said, live streaming is something that's frequent. And then videos they're posting regularly as well. They're going to help us save some money on their channel with haul videos, some do-it-yourself videos like cooking or baking, and like I said, a lot of live streaming as well. Canadian Family Life's actually going to be featured. And pardon me, because I think it's on Wednesday that I said it. I just set those up yesterday, but they'll be featured within the next couple of episodes of Tuber Chat. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. We do that so that you can meet literally hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. I'm just reading a message. Alamatu Sadia Vlogs. Can you monetize the second channel using one AdSense account? Yes, you absolutely can. Each needs its own AdSense. No, I have, first of all, I run channels for other people where 4 different channels are all connected to the same AdSense. I have my own where so far 2 channels are sharing the same AdSense. So one thing that you got to keep in mind about AdSense is it's got its own terms of service or guidelines or whatever we want to call it. It's very important to understand how not to cross the line when it comes to AdSense, because it's almost separate from YouTube, right? So it's in addition. So we already want to follow the rules on YouTube, always not to get strikes and things like that. But AdSense is an important thing as well, because when you get kicked out, it is forever, and it's tied to your identification, like your driver's license or something. So you don't want that. But it is absolutely possible to have several channels all on the same AdSense account. And one of the things you want to keep in mind as well, if you're going to tie channels together in any way at all, YouTube makes it very clear to us that violations of the terms of service and community guidelines can result in the demonetization or deletion of all associated channels. That's a big, 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 big deal, you know. So we just want to think about that. The 99% of creators are never going to cross the line, never going to get a strike anyway, but anything's possible. Even I have a strike on my personal channel because of a speech that was given at an event that I was covering. And, you know, once the strike's there, that's it. And it's there forever, by the way. Once you get a first community guideline strike, it never, ever, ever goes away. No matter what you hear, I promise you, it's always there as a warning in your YouTube dashboard. So it's just a thought, but I just wanted to let you know. And yes, absolutely. So you just always want to keep things clean, but you're welcome to start as many channels almost as you'd like. I don't know if they have a limit on how many can be tied to an AdSense, but one of the things I just want to suggest, I don't want to recommend that anybody start a second or third channel. I think we can all agree that YouTube is more work than we thought it was going to be before we started. That goes for everybody. But if you are going to, or if you have already started a second or third channel, my recommendation is to have them separated with separate emails, separate logins, basically separate entities altogether. Because you could do it another way. You can just start multiple channels under one login or brand account, but in my opinion, you want them separated because you never know what the future is going to hold. We don't know what the world's going to look like in 5 years, and you don't know what you want to you don't know what you might want to do with your YouTube channels 5 years from now. So it's just an idea, just a suggestion, but if you're going to start and haven't done it yet, it's just something to think about as well. And that's a bit of a long speech. From the other side of the fence, I've got you on the wheel. Growing What I Eat is here. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. Both of those channels happen to be members. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel ready to go. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life from New Brunswick. Again, we're going to see that channel featured shortly. Today's featured channel is Together We Travel, and hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And then, yeah, Sadie Lady, even I fall behind with my own channels. Usually not with other people's channels, but with my own. I do, and I don't take on new channels. I often mention the fact that I run channels for other people and have run more for a couple of other people. I let a few go because I just want to do, I don't want to do like, Kevin, can you just do it for me? I'll pay you. That's not as easy as saying you've got somebody that's hands-on that wants to be involved but wants your help. That's a different story, right? So I run a few channels right now that are not mine, and then I run my own, but I promise you it is as difficult as anything to keep up when you start adding things to the plate. Gazelle Eyes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And next up is going to be VS Speaks Royally. We'll look at that channel in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at VS Speaks Royally, who is another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated, part of me, supporter, and has been for a long time. She has a little bit of variety on her channel, and that can be found especially in the shorts, which now have gotten into the thousands of views, one of them over 7,100. Also in the videos, but the bulk of what you're going to find on this channel revolves around discussion of the royal family and their happenings. So, what you're going to find on this channel is a perfect example of what I talk about all the time with engaged conversation. Pardon me, and Via Speaks Royally does a great job of leading that conversation. Now, first of all, they engage conversation everywhere they go, including here in Superchat and everywhere that I see them supporting other creators in premieres and live streams. But you'll also find that when you can join them for one of their royal family live streams, which they do frequently, you'll find them leading conversation, and you'll find a very vibrant live chat running alongside their live stream, if that makes sense. Now, they're at 4,500 subscribers, but you know that I say of channels over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to 3,000 and beyond. So I hope you'll visit Via Speaks Royally. And, of course, they happen to be a member here. And I also see Kat Lynn coming in. I just put them on the wheel. Hilda DC is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. She's a dear friend. We featured her channel yesterday. She celebrated a birthday last week. Boondocking with Boomer. Good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for mentioning it with the caps. A lot of times when you get into live streams, sometimes you'll find a lot of creators, even here, we've talked about it in the past, trying to discourage capital letters and things like that. Anywhere on the internet, using all caps is considered yelling, but a little bit of it, of course, is never gonna bother somebody. It's only when it's done constantly and that kind of thing. But thank you for mentioning it. It's good to have you back. And let's think about spinning the wheel. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Kat Lynn, look at that luck. You just came in. I just put you on the wheel, and you're coming up right away. Lots of creators will be expecting to hit lots of milestones. Here in Superchat, things work a little bit slower than most places. So typically you can find yourself meeting anywhere from 8 to 10 subscribers or friends per hour, but any faster than that is too much, and what will happen is you'll end up experiencing heavy losses, and we don't wish for that. A lot of times you'll go into a growth stream similar to Superchat or here even. What will happen is a day or two after you're here, a lot of subscribers will drop right off, especially if you've been trying to hit like 10, 20, or 30. So it's just something to keep in mind. Here we're very focused, much more than subscribers, on supporting each other over the long term, regardless of content, regardless of niche. And you hear in the stories that I tell, because we've been here 3 years now, that some of our friends have actually been friends of mine for even longer than 3 years, and inspirational in the creation of this particular live stream as well. Kat Lynn is up here right now bringing us oracle readings. They post frequently. I thought it was every day, but it was pretty close. You can see that here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing that. They bring shorts, videos, and live streams. The shorts videos have popped over 1,400 views now, so hopefully that continues. I'm sure it will. And then live streams are something that they might pick up again. They've done one a few weeks ago. So Kat Lynn is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's here with us frequently, almost every stream since finding us. 519 subscribers, and they will... we'd love to push them towards the 600 they're thinking about. Yeah, personally, I've been on YouTube for 6 years, but Superchat was an idea that was born about 3.5 years ago, and we started streaming just over 3 years ago. But literally, that's why we're now on episode 572. So we're hoping one day to hit 1,000. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere in late 2025, if that's the case. But we'll just keep going and see. Cricket 208 is up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time. Thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. And then Just Piddling Around is a brand new channel in the chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I didn't realize earlier, I never watched this thing. I keep not watching. But Sadie Lady took over as our stream boss there. That's the video game life meter under my camera. Super chats and memberships affect that, but they'll get some extra exposure now because of it. Cricket 208 is up. Lots of shorts front and center on their channel. We'll see how these are performing. They're already getting into the 1,300 and 1,400 views. That will likely continue. And then videos are something that is at the forefront of this channel. And I'm going to take the latest one. They just put this up yesterday, probably right after Tuber Chat actually, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. We're still getting to know this channel, but they're bringing us a lot of outdoor activity, and let me just read their about page for a quick second here. They're bringing random content, including nature, pets like cats, dogs, birds, and then maybe some reactions and other content. They also do crochet, tend to their flowers, and then other interesting crafts. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Cricket 208 is with us just about every single day and of course happens to be a member. So obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers that they're thinking about. We'll get to our next channel, which is another fellow Canadian called She Stole My Thunder. And they come to us from the Montreal area. For some reason, I think I spun the wheel and unidentified S4 came, and I think I ripped off their chance somehow. I could be mistaken, but I think I did that earlier. So I'm going to put up unidentified S4 next, because I'm almost certain I made a mistake. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else. And if you see me make one, then if it's something detrimental, just please let me know. I'm always happy to try to improve, of course. So unidentified S4, Anthony will be up next. Cricket 208 is here right now. I did just say, pardon me, let me see if I can repair. She Stole My Thunder is coming up right now. I just want to clean up my wheel a little bit here. Now, She Stole My Thunder is interesting, and what they do on their channel more than anything else is review books, art, and movies. But they actually do a lot more. There's more variety. You'll get that when you get through their videos. They do shout-outs for other creators. They have brought us tutorials for how we can make thumbnails out of Canva. They've got a stream coming up tonight. I've got a notification on for that. It'll be a couple hours after Tuber Chat, so hopefully we'll catch that. They've done that before. Canva is a popular website and app, both in Android and iOS, where you can literally make thumbnails for free. Even I have used it. I use it for inspiration, and it really is a great thing. But She Stole My Thunder will help us with that. They also happen to be a photographer. Now, they often go out to galleries and museums and places like this so that they can get some photography, particularly on their Flickr channel. They have got 193,000 photos, and you can find that in the links up here in their banner. Bonnie Rose, good to see you here. Garden State Gardener picked up a gifted membership today. Thank you for coming in. They're out driving Uber right now, but thanks for coming in even just for a second. I appreciate it. Joe's a dear friend, and we'll be happy to see you when you have time. John H. Shelton is here, but I did put Garden State Gardener on the wheel. We will look at the channel briefly when it comes up. She Stole My Thunder is going to bring us around the museums, galleries, and different places that they like to frequent, and then talk to us about what things are like, you know, when you're first of all visiting as maybe a tourist or somebody exploring, and then as well as somebody trying to gather content as a photographer. So it's interesting. Intrepid, it's good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And she stole my thunder. We would love to push towards the 1,700 subscribers that they must be thinking about. We see some shorts on the channel as well. These are getting into the hundreds of views. That will likely continue. And they post frequently, usually at least once a week, if not a couple of times. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. It's another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And next up is Unidentified S4. I believe I spun the wheel and had them come up earlier, and for some reason skipped over them. I didn't mean to do that. Unidentified S4 has passed 10,000 subscribers. So this is a wonderful milestone to have hit. No surprise at all to anybody who's been on the channel. The very first time I went on this channel was actually for a birthday live stream, and I was blown away right away by the video editing skills. And Unidentified S4 is going to talk to us about everything unexplained. It could be UFOs or newsworthy content, things that bring up either polarizing opinions or anything from politics to other newsworthy content. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you get there, but the presentation on the channel is fantastic. And Anthony is the host. He'll have StreamYard panelists come up with him to discuss different ideas, and then we talk about it in the chat as well. But I'm sure you'll be impressed by the channel overall when you get there. And then Unidentified S4 has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. I'm just going to grab one of their latest UFO videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And you can see they're posting frequently, usually at least a couple of times a week. TWTTV is a longtime friend. They've got a few channels, actually. And Garden State Gardener dropped a super chat. So I'm going to put Garden State Gardener up next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Garden State Gardener is Joe, and he is out driving Uber right now. Even he's got a rapid growth spurt right now, over 13,000. He's posting videos frequently, usually bringing us garden updates and gardening type topics. Now, Joe is an interesting host for a channel because a lot of us now are describing him as somebody who fuses friendships together. He definitely is somebody who knows how to instinctively make you feel like you're a part of his community, a community that spans far beyond the channel and the host themselves. He's probably done more shout-out videos for creators than anybody that I've seen on YouTube in my 6 years, and certainly in the TuberChat family. He's done at least 5 for TuberChat. And then shorts videos are something he's got going on a little. These are fun. He's getting into the thousands of views on these. Live streams are something that he does frequently. And Sunday Fun Day is something that he typically does. I think he said he was taking today off. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. But he typically does that at 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can see the wheel here. You see the wheel that I use for our channels here, which is called wheelofnames.com. It's a free website. I'll never remember where I saw it the first time, but you see lots of creators using this on their YouTube streams and things like that for giveaways and whatnot. But look at the wheel that he's got going on his channel. Garden State Gardener brings on a lot of StreamYard panelists and brings a lot of helpful information onto his Sunday Fun Day live streams, as well as interesting creators to have discussions, and then introduces you to a lot of other influential creators as well. The Stock Explorer and I joined Joe on Sunday Fun Day just a couple of weeks ago. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm sure you will, not to mention the support that comes back from him. And Garden State Gardener's been a dear friend for a long time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting. We'd love to push them towards the 14,000 subscribers they're thinking about. And yes, I did hear him correctly. So he's off Sunday Fun Day for today. He'll be back next Sunday for that. But like I said, he's posting frequently, almost every day sometimes, between the shorts and videos as well. Sunday Fun Day is something you got to register for. So later in the week, you just want to make sure you check out the channel, keep his notification bell on. We always put notifications on for everyone. And then you can make sure you get involved in that Sunday Fun Day registration. He does a lot of giveaways. It's not uncommon to see anywhere from 70 to 100 people in the chat at a time. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up right now. I just spun the wheel, and thank you one more time, Joe Garden State Gardener, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly or briefly, even if you're just dropping a thumbs up, or if you are running the stream in the background. I know we got a few friends who do that as well. And Makeup Mom and Son is up right now, and she is here as a member and a moderator. She's been a dear friend for a long time. I can't believe how behind I am. I thought I had caught up a little bit. Maybe I'm mistaken. With the moderators, I'll catch up with all of them shortly and basically just make sure I run everything that they've got. But I've got the latest video. No tie shoelaces. I don't even know if I've heard of this. I'm gonna I put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with that right away. And Makeup Mom and Son brings a lot of variety on her channel. So she started with beauty and makeup, of course, and got into a lot of product reviews, unboxings, haul type videos, lots of get ready with me type videos as well, and lots of live streaming. She's somebody who brings a lot of guests onto StreamYard panels. I've joined her on her channel several times, and she hops in on other StreamYard panels with other creators as well, and generously shares content that way. She's done an interview series. I've been interviewed on her channel, and she's interviewed lots of other creators where she wants to introduce you to influential creators that she's met. And the videos come out frequently, as you can see, usually a couple of times a week. She does well with series like Vlogmas or Halloween is something that's always big on the channel. And Makeup Mom and Son is always considering new ways to bring fresh content to her audience. So when she gets into things like monthly subscription boxes like BoxyCharm or FabFitFun or things like that, she's constantly looking to mix those up so you know what to expect for format, but she'll always have something new for you to see. Like lately she's gotten into some of these snack boxes as well. Kernel Crate is something I would have otherwise not heard of yet. And I love the idea of monthly subscription boxes. I just think they're really cool. Maybe it's the YouTube unboxing surprise aspect of it, or maybe it's just the boxes themselves, I'm not sure. But she's constantly thinking about how to bring this to us. Shorts videos and live streams, of course, even her shorts videos. She's got one that's hit 37,000 views, but she's got many in the thousands, which is great to see. And live streams are something that are frequent here on the channel, so we'll look forward to a new one from her shortly. She's getting close to 1,900 subscribers and happens to be here as both a moderator and a gold member, which means we get to see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we have seen. So as a moderator, you also know that all the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels and they all do different things, but they all have one overwhelming thing in common, which is their sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of our moderators on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat. An example is today, in another hour to hour and a half, we're going to go and visit Michael's Adventures for a premiere, and we'll be able to meet more friends and family members during his chat as well. If anybody if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I Want to Know is up here right now. We're going to look at 2 channels while we look at I Want to Know. And this is another one that's a popular name, so I use my filters to let YouTube know I want to catch a channel. Your search results might look much different than mine when you see me pulling up channels on the screen, because we're always searching, finding, and clicking on each other, right? Some of that has to do with geographics. YouTube's constantly trying to guess what we're trying to look for. Some of it has to do with where we are. So I Want to Know, we just want to match that avatar. We know they've got 358 subscribers. Cruise and Koozies, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by briefly. I know our American friends are celebrating Memorial Day weekend. They've probably got lots of different gatherings and activities going on. I Want to Know is going to talk to us about the unexplained, much like Unidentified S4 that we saw earlier. And when we get into their About page, we see that they are going to talk about the secrets of advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, ancient legends, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy the different variety that you find on this channel, because some of it can be polarizing content, of course, when you talk about different opinions and beliefs and things like that. But it's a great place that we can go to discuss a lot of the different unexplained otherwise unexplained ideas that are out there. I'm just going to take their latest video though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. Now, one of the things I talked about with this channel earlier is Get to the Farm, because this is another case where we have a husband and wife combo with separate channels supporting each other wholeheartedly. Get to the Farm is somebody who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and they also want to help others grow. They want to be an advocate for helping others grow their channel, hit different milestones, and things like that as well. Michael's Adventure is talking about grilling steaks tomorrow. Kristen's actually going to cook some steaks for us tonight, which I'm looking forward to. And then, we haven't used a barbecue in our place in a long time. We got this problem with ticks on the lawn. They've been there for years. Kristen's found at least a couple, and we've seen others as well. And it's something, unfortunately, that we don't think has been addressed. And, you can whine and complain about it and say, I'm going to call this person and that person. I'm going to tell and force you to do things. But really, it's difficult to force anybody to do anything. But maybe one day we'll get a barbecue going again. In the meantime, Kristen just does these things for us. But delicious. She knows how to use cast iron. Kristen is a master in the kitchen. Whereas, like I said, I could just cook to save my life, but she does the 99% or more here. When we talk about Get to the Farm, we're going to see gardening, cooking, preserving, fencing, building, livestock care, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They're in Southwest Montana. Obviously, they're posting videos frequently. Now, I've taken the latest one and put that into my catch-up list right now. And yeah, they're posting, looks like a couple of times a week, or at least once a week. Let's look at the shorts for a second and see how these are doing. These are getting close to a couple thousand views, which is great. That will likely continue as well. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that this is something that they might pick up sometime soon. If they do, they've already kind of let me know that they will intend on allowing people to connect in their live streams as well in a similar way to what we do here. Lots of creators here in the Superchat family will allow that, which is really, really cool and another generous thing to do. So let's spin the wheel. So Get to the Farm. It's weekly. Look like it might be a couple times a week occasionally, but yes, weekly videos from that channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Get to the Farm and I Want to Know together are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. If anybody has not already, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuberchat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And then Get to the Farm says they might get into streaming after the summer. Summer's a busy time for them, as we can imagine. Hilda DC is a beloved and dedicated moderator, and she will be coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we are back and looking at Hilda DC, who is a beloved and dedicated moderator here in our family and has been for a very long time. We featured her channel again yesterday, and she celebrated a birthday just last week. Hilda DC is somebody who's known as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube, and the reason why I say that is because when you get to her channel, you're going to find positive affirmations throughout all of her content, mostly from the creator herself, but as well in special effects that come onto the screen. And then she even gets Nightbot on the case. She is a very strong-willed creator who stands behind and beside every member of her community. And Hilda DC is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of them on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members in the exact same way we do here. Now, Hilda DC often posts premieres and live streams. Will always allow you to meet more friends and family members. The live streams are usually just hanging out, having conversation, anything that comes up at all. She sometimes has StreamYard panelists come up. I've joined her on her channel, and she's got a lot of familiar faces up there. You'll be introduced to a lot of other creators. She joins other people on their channels for StreamYard panels as well, and generously shares content that way. When it comes to her videos and premieres, most often what you're going to find are mukbang style product reviews and challenges, sometimes taste test challenges or weird food combinations and things like that as well. She's got over 2,400 subscribers right now, working on 2,500. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, and of course she's monetized, so lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Let's look at how the shorts are doing right now. And we see that she's gotten into the thousands of views with some of these. One of them's hit over 40,000 or 47,000 views. Streams are something that happens frequently. If you didn't get a chance to wish her a happy birthday the other day, she's got a live stream there. You can go by and comment on that. And then Hilda DC, somebody who posts frequently and streams frequently as well, and has a vibrant community. You will find a very fast-paced and high-energy chat anytime that she's on. She rivals those of Scratch and Pete PA, Garden State Gardener, and the Stock Explorer, and VS Speaks Royally, and a couple of others. It's a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Cabaret Gaming is going to be the next channel that we look at. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We see a brand new avatar and banner for our friend Cabaret Gaming, who's actually been with the Superchat family for a long time, literally, I think 2.5 years, maybe longer now. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for that super chat. She's done that before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, we're going to put that channel up next. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is also coming in from the UK, and he's a member and a moderator, so I've got him on the wheel also. When we look at Cabaret Gaming, we see a creator that brings us video gameplay more than anything else. I'm always happy to see Grand Theft Auto. It's my game of choice, any of the different versions. This is Liberty City Stories here, so I'm just going to take the latest video and put this into my catch-up list right now. But Cabaret Gaming often does a lot of live streams as well, and when you catch Cabaret Gaming for a live stream, you'll get a warm welcome. You can feel the energy in this creator while they're playing as well. They have a vibrant community as well, and over 1,800 subscribers. Hope we can push them towards the 1,900 we know they're thinking about. And then Sadie Lady, I'll talk about swapping playlists in a quick second. I see Ron's Keto Cafe coming in, so thank you, Sadie Lady, for asking, because it's something I keep forgetting to mention often enough. Susan A is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. And Cabaret Gaming also has some shorts going on here. And we see that these are getting into sometimes the thousands of views, one over 17,000, one over 29,000, which is great to see. And then Cabarar Vlogs is a second channel from this creator where they bring us tech tips, tricks, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. So I'm just going to look. They've got a couple of brand new videos. I'm just going to take their latest one and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to make sure I stay caught up with them. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. We'll talk about swapping playlists. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is in the house. I'm going to put them onto the wheel right away, and I'm going to get the Honorable Angelina Nordstrom ready to go because they dropped a super chat on us. And we always put super chatters on the screen right away. So when we talk about the idea of swapping playlists here in TuberChat, it's something I don't interfere with or even facilitate. Everybody's free to make these arrangements independently and individually. But it's a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run an entire playlist of videos for somebody else and they're agreeing to do the same for you. You can imagine that after getting a couple, many different dozens even of creators, if not hundreds, to run a playlist of your videos, your watch hours are really going to stack up. That's the biggest benefit, but there's a couple of other reasons why we push it here on TuberChat so much. One of the reasons is because when you trade favors with another creator in swapping playlists or other types of collaborations, you will find yourself likely favoring them and being favored by them. So the idea is that even though you might have 20, 30, 50, or 100 videos for somebody to watch today, you're probably going to have at least another 50 this year. And if that's the case, the new friends that you've made are going to be there to watch most of them, and that's where your watch hours are going to start to grow exponentially. The other big benefit is that when somebody's running an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end, and that can bump up the averages for retention on your channel, which means average time viewed per video, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of benefit. That's why I push it so much here. But the magic, of course, is in the friendships that are made. It's the number one thing that I hear from creators about their YouTube journey. We all enjoy the friendships that we make. John H. Shelton still in the house. Thank you for being here from the UK. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonders also dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. Of course, he's done that countless times. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder also happens to be a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Kid Wonder, as a matter of fact, has memberships with other channels as well, and I appreciate the extra generous support. So we'll look at his channel next. For the same reason, the Honorable Angelina Nordstrom is up right now. The last thing I just want to say about playlists, though, as well, is that it's an easy collaboration to do with another creator, if you want to call it that, because you're only obligated to run the playlist. You don't necessarily have to sit and watch every single second of every video. We have creators here that have playlists that go from not only hours, but literally into days, and some of the gaming channels might even get into weeks when they do marathon live streams and things like that. So you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out. One of the suggestions that we make is to chop up your channel into different playlists. Even if you are a very niche channel, there are going to be ways that you can categorize your content. Some creators literally get into the idea of making a playlist that just says 20-hour playlist or 10-hour playlist or 50-hour playlist. And if you just search on Google, playlist length or playlist time on YouTube, you'll come up with websites that'll help you calculate very easily. And then you can swap, because some creators will insist that it's an even trade. You can get stuck in a situation where you agree to run somebody's playlist, find out that it goes on for 3 days, whereas you've only got 20 videos. So nobody's going to mind it being fair. But that's an idea, but it starts with a conversation here in the chat. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then thank you, Susan A. I've got you on the wheel wheel. We will look at your channel briefly. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly or to give a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom is somebody that I see out supporting other creators and have for a long, long time. 337 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that we know they're thinking about. They've got a brand new video from a month ago. I'm just a little bit behind. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up on that. When we get into their shorts videos, we see that they've posted quite a few of these, and these are getting into the hundreds of views. That will likely continue as well. Live streams are something that seems to be happening several times a month, about once a week, so hopefully that will continue also. And then when we get into the videos, we see that these are usually frequent as well, so they might pick these back up also. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom is obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but like I said, when I'm out bouncing between premieres and live streams, supporting other creators myself as much as I can, I run into the Honorable Angelina Nordstrom several times, many times, frequently. So I hope for you to get that kind of support coming back to them as... I hope for you to get some of that support coming back to you after you connect with them. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is coming up next. They dropped a super chat on us as well. They've done that countless times. I always appreciate that extra generous support. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has a very special story behind my friendship with them and their time here in the Superchat family as well. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More has been a member for basically 2.5 years, pretty close to it. So thank you for that. He's a member and a moderator. We're going to look at his channel soon. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message, and you're absolutely right. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. But one of the things I do want to ask for, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then... even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. After a little while longer, I will start adding names to our wheel from our chat list. My guess right now says 15 to 20 minutes from now, probably right after our next break, but we'll start speeding things up. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has an interesting story because I've been connected to the host of this channel for over 3.5 years. This is somebody who is one of the first creators I met in the small YouTuber community. We only use those words because it's such a popular term on YouTube. If I had called this channel Creator Connection Network, nobody would ever show up, right? We have to play into the algorithm. But Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is one of the first creators I'd been introduced to after being on YouTube for a couple of years already, who was very much willing to help support brand new channels, including my own coming up. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been a dear friend ever since then. He's been with me on my personal channel. He follows all of my channels and supports everything that I do. But on my personal channel, he was so unbelievably supportive. And to those of us here in the Superchat family, when we were first starting out, before we even started live streaming, that he was the very first creator to be chosen out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2. And we're now 570 live streams later, and Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is still coming by as often as he can, which is frequently, usually at least once a week, to support new channels and grow the right way. So, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, obviously doing very well on his channel. It's pure variety over here. You might be hanging out with the host or having a conversation to be had, a story to be told, or a StreamYard type of stream as well. And then shorts videos he's got going on here also. These have gotten into now, one of them over 13,000 views, which is great to see. I'm going to show you one of his other channels. He's actually got 4 or 5 now. But Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream is where he often does video gameplay more than anything else. I've actually collaborated with him on this channel. We both happen to, by coincidence, play this 8-ball pool game, and we joked for a while about it, but one day I saw him just starting a stream and ended up hopping in there. So if you get to Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream and search Tuber Chat, you can see us play each other for an hour. Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream now is well over 4,000 subscribers, working on 5,000, and obviously monetized on both channels. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when you get there. And again, he's a gold member here in Tuber Chat, so we see Kid Wonders Life of Wonder every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. From the other side of the fence is another one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. And Kristen and I watch different types of television shows. Not a lot of television at all, but usually an episode or two of something before bed at night or something like that. And what we end up finding is that it can be difficult to find a type of show that we both want to watch, because I tend to be picky. I don't like anything, and I just watch the same stuff over and over and over again. But once in a while we find something, we both enjoy shows like, I'm thinking now, Billions was probably my favorite. Things like, we're watching Succession right now. Yellowstone is something that I wanted to reference, because that's the first time that I had heard the reference that I know of barrel racing or barrel racers. And From the Other Side of the Fence is an interesting channel, even if you've not seen, of course, Yellowstone. That's just where I was introduced to the term. But it made me that much more interested to see what this channel was all about, because on the About page you get the idea that they're talking about, first of all, wanting to show off some video editing skills, which is great. They do a mix of photos and video in their productions, but then as well, they want to share their perspective as the father of a teenage barrel racer. Barrel racing is a certain kind of competition found in rodeos or other events, and it's a really interesting type of race. And I hope everybody will check out From the Other Side of the Fence so that you can see the talent, first of all, in the barrel racer behind the channel, but also in the connection that I have found must have to be made between the rider, forgive me for using the wrong term if that's not right, and the horse itself. Because you can see that this takes training, it takes discipline, it takes connection, and you get that through the videos on the channel. So I'm just going to show you the shorts for a quick second. Some of these are getting into the thousands of views, which is great to see, and then videos are something that's frequent, but as well, like I said, there's a mix of photos and videos from all the different events here, but you get to actually see the competition and the barrel racing going on, which is really cool. There's another brand new channel in the chat. Pendar is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is coming up right now. He happens to be a member and a moderator. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Hayura Festi is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And they've been with us many times before. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has an interesting channel. He brings us a lot of train videos. I can see I'm behind, actually. I'm just going to grab the latest one right away and put this in my catch-up list. I got a lot of catching up to do, especially with our moderators, I can see. But Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More will bring train videos, and those could be of the trains themselves or the stations they depart from. He might be indoors or outdoors, taking a look around, giving us a story to be told. He might even be taking a trip or giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. And then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More as well sprinkles in some variety First of all, there's some shorts videos here, and these are getting into the thousands of views now, which is great to see. But the name tells you right now, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. So he's got a lot of vlogging content, more travel, and unboxing videos, product reviews, and then live streaming is something that happens frequently on the channel as well. It might be a Q&A where we get to know Sam. It might be a game where it's like a quiz type of thing, or it could be just hanging out and getting to know what's going to happen with the channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. He's been, first of all, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time, but he's here as a member and a moderator, and has been for a long time as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from him after you connect with him, and he posts frequently. He's actually doing spectacularly, posting at least twice a week for a long time now. Jan Hines is in the house, Dutchfly61 is here, TWP Popcorn, and Glorious Platter is in the house. Thank you for being here. And let's spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And then thank you from the other side of the fence, and Smallholder Homestead is going to come up in 3 minutes. Okay, we're back and looking at smallholder homestead. I'm just taking breaks a little bit more frequently. Yesterday and today I was just getting over some allergies and a cough and this and that. Probably with the next stream we'll go back to like maybe once every 45 minutes or so instead of every half hour, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you. I know we had an influx of channels come through right before that, so thank you everybody for being here. Smallholder homestead is up right now. It's almost time for me to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Jamie Hart, I've got you on the wheel, and we'll get to adding some names to the wheel shortly. We usually do it when we get down to 5 or 6 names, which will be in another few moments. So smallholder homestead is going to bring us more homesteading activities, but what I have found most compelling on this channel is the family togetherness and the encouragement between family members. They got 8 children, so it's not a small family either, and you'll see what I mean when you get there and dig through some of their content. They're on a 1/4 acre homestead, and they bring lots of do-it-yourself activities. They're often found with the kids at the skate park or out on different vehicles, or bicycles and skateboards and things like that as well. There we go, skate park video. And it's the encouragement that I really find to be heartwarming on this channel. You'll see what I mean when you get there. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. You're making me laugh. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Let's see how the shorts are doing on the channel. They've been posting a few of these, and they're getting into the thousands of views, which is great. And one of these is over 9,800 views, which is great to see in the house as well, or on the channel as well. So they post frequently with videos, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from them. I know you will. Smallholder Homestead has been a friend a long time, and I see them out supporting other creators as well. 334 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. We can stay up to an hour if everybody would like. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. I'm going to move a little bit faster now if I can, but Michael's Adventures has got a premiere coming up for us right after Tuber Chat today, and he's going to give us a chance to extend the time and be able to meet more friends and family members, because of course he is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. All of our moderators allow you to meet more friends and family members exactly the same way that we do here during their premieres and live streams. So I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that his premiere begins, and then we'll be able to go over there and continue what we're doing. Butler Family Farm has got over 1,300 subscribers. Now this is an interesting channel because, to my knowledge, this is the largest property in the Tuber Chat family at 116 acres. They've got an interesting story, and I've been looking forward to talking about this today. It's been a while they've been here, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Smallholder Homestead. When we look at Butler Family Farm, they were able to catch something really cool last week where they caught a meetup between 80 different creators. And you see there's Scott from Rambling with the Brooms there. Lots of familiar faces. I think it was 80 channels. So I don't know how many people it was. It was unbelievable. They were able to stream a lot of this, and I was really lucky because I caught some of it live. Much of it, actually. And it's really cool because they were taking us around to give us an introduction to different creators, having a lot of different creators come up and introduce themselves to the camera and things like that. And we got the feeling of almost being there, right? Which is cool. So Butler Family Farm has built up an incredible reputation as a supporter in the community, not to mention here in the Tuber Chat family as a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. You can see that they're doing a lot of StreamYard panels now with other creators, and they're here with us just about every single day as well. Shorts videos are starting to get into the thousands of views. That will likely continue for them also, and videos are posted frequently. As you can see, they've put up a few just this week. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put this in my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall behind. And when you look at these couple of videos, they did a part 1, 2, and 3 of the meetup. They chopped that into videos so that we can get introduced to a lot of the different creators that are out there as well. Wonderfully generous thing to have done also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting some of that support coming back to you as well. Butler Family Farm has a vibrant community and over 1,300 subscribers. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. Before I spin the wheel again, I'm just going to put this channel up here. Now, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder actually has, I think, think 4 channels they're actively working on right now, maybe even 5. But the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is another channel that they've got going on. We looked at Kid Wonder a little while ago, and we know that mukbang is I never pronounce the word properly. I don't know if I can, but we know that this is a huge category on YouTube. So now we know that it's being done by a very familiar creator. He's got another channel as well called In Random News with Kid Wonder. I'll show you that channel as well. And this is like 4. Oh, let me see if that's going to come up. Oh, here, I named it wrong. It's Kid Wonder Presents in Random News. He's got a new video on here as well. Not new, but from 7 months ago. I never actually saw this one. I've put that in my catch-up list there, and we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if he's going to do more here. But like I said, Kid Wonder's been a dear friend for a long, long time, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So we just want to make sure we get a look at those channels. And next up is Adopted Retrospects. Now, they've been here since the beginning of the live stream, so I'm not sure if they're still with us right now, but we'll look at their channel right now. They've just upgraded their membership today to Silver. And what that means is that we're going to see their channel every single day now in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, starting with the very next episode. And that will likely be on Wednesday. I've got it set right now. I might move it around. But the midweek live streams here on Superchat depend on my work schedule. Some of you may not know, but I work a few days a week doing like literally construction work outdoors, and so that takes me away from the computer, away from YouTube for many hours a day. If we have a rain day and things like that, I'll hop on and do a stream. But during the good weather months, I'm not around as much as I wish on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll probably do a late night one. I've got it set for Wednesday right now. Adopted Retrospects is up here right now. They've got a few upcoming live streams. I'm going to set the notifications for those. They've got some shorts videos. We'll see what these are, what they've got going on with these right now. These have gotten into the thousands of views. A lot of variety here, so that will likely continue. Live streams are something that they seem to be doing frequently, a couple of times a week. And then this is a channel I'm still getting to know, so I'm going to have to go through the videos and see what they've got going on this channel. I'm just going to take an unboxing video that they did recently a couple weeks ago and put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators, and playlists can be a great tool for that. In fact, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Baron is in the house. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. You know that knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss again, and that's an interesting bonus that creators get when they're members on channels where that is enabled. And those fly through the chat looking like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members, of course. Susan A is up right now. Baron's on the wheel, and it's almost time for me to add names to the wheel from our chat list, so I'll literally do that in a couple of minutes here. Susan A has got some shorts videos on the forefront of their channel, and then let's have a quick look at Glorious Platters making me laugh. They've retired from swapping playlists. A lot of creators do it up until the time they're monetized. It depends on how much time you have in the day, right? Everybody's limited, at some point. But and Scratching PPA's joking with her as well, out of business. But swapping playlists is a great way to trade favors with creators, get friendships started. The biggest benefits come when you're on the road towards monetization, of course, right? And Susan A is up here right now with 322 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 400 she's thinking about. And the shorts videos now have gotten into over a couple thousand views. Jamie Hart is dropping a highlighted milestone message as well. Thursday, June 1st, they've got a birthday live stream. Thank you for mentioning that. And you say it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hey Siri, remind me on Thursday at 7 p.m. about Jamie Hart's birthday live stream. I literally, I know Siri can be used in better ways, but that certainly will be a help. So just in case I'm out and working, I should be able to peek in that day, but I want to make sure I catch that. For anybody that does monetization celebrations and birthdays and things like that, I try to catch them. Jamie Hart's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. We'll see her channel shortly when it comes up. And Michael's Adventures will be willing to swap playlists. He always goes over and above. Much of what he does for creators is unseen. Actually, very similar to Scratch and PPA. They seem to be everywhere all the time. And Michael's Adventures particularly runs a lot of playlists for creators. So Susan A., let's see what they've got going on for live streams. This is something they might continue. They did one a few months ago, and then videos are something that they're posting frequently. They put up a few all at once. I'm just going to take the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That'll help me not fall too far behind, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the positivity that you get when you get to this channel. You'll see that right away as soon as you get to the About page, and then Susan A. will give you an explanation of what you can expect on the channel, which involves a lot of their hobbies and things that they like to do and enjoy as well. So let's spin the wheel. It'll be streaming for at least 4 hours, says Jamie Hart. That's cool. Okay, so there's no chance of me missing that. Day One Adventures is coming in. We haven't had any long days yet, but you know, we're at the point in the year where, at least in climates similar to mine, which is in Niagara Falls, Canada, or around the Toronto area, we gain an hour and a half at the end of every day, or sorry, a minute and a half of sunlight every day right now for a little while longer. I forget the date when that changes, but the sun is literally going to be up until probably, I'm thinking 8:30 p.m. I'm not even watching to see when sunset is these days, but it gets to as far as almost 9:30 p.m. and then it starts heading back, and in the winter, you know, we're closed out at 5 o'clock and this and that. But with a 4-hour live stream, I should be able to catch Jamie Hart with no problem. And Day One Adventures is up right now, but it's time for me to add names to the wheel from our chat list. So I'm going to do that right now based on who's been most active in the chat. And what I'm talking about is engaged conversation. I've got a robot in the background that keeps track of that for me, so that when it's time to add names to the wheel, I can do it in the fairest way possible. And what we're going to do right now is get Rushing Wind Mountain. They've been with us the whole live stream. They were recently featured on Superchat as well. Rushing Wind Mountain will come up soon. Kermage in Alaska hopefully is still with us. I'll just do a quick check here. I think they're still here. I usually refresh my pages just to make sure, and I think they're still here. Yeah, there they are. And then let's get one more. I'm not sure if Amy and the family is still here. Maybe not. Amy and the family, let me know if you're still here, please. Granny Filming again might still be here. Maybe not. TWTTV is coming up, and then I'll continue on shortly. So Rushing Wind Mountain, Kermagin, Alaska is on the wheel, and then TWTTV is on there as well. They're longtime friends. Day One Adventures, events, travel, movies, food, and much more with new videos every week, they say, but we actually see that they're actually posting more frequently than that. Fan Expo Philadelphia is an interesting video. I'm going to take that and put that into my catch-up list. I can see I'm a little bit behind here. That'll catch me up the smallest amount. The Stream Boss, yes, Jamie Hart is the Stream Boss. You caught that with your highlighted milestone message. Very, very cool. So highlighted milestone messages are a free bonus for anybody that's a member on a channel where they are enabled. They fly through the chat like a super chat, like you see that Jamie Hart just left right there. And they count towards the Stream Boss. So that's very cool that you snagged that for free, and Jamie Hart will get some extra exposure for that reason. Day One Adventures, I'm just looking at the shorts right now, and I see that these have gotten into well over 1,000 views. Now one of them's over 3,100, which is great. That will likely continue. One live stream yesterday. I wish I caught that, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one. 676 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And stormtroopers. I used to say like the most iconic character that would represent the 1980s would be a stormtrooper, because of all the different icons. You can think about Super Mario, you can think about a lot of other things, but stormtroopers, like as soon as you see that helmet, it doesn't matter if it's 2D, 3D, a pencil drawing, or anything else. For me, it brings up the thoughts of the 80s right away. But Day One Adventures is going to take us on a lot of different travel and touristy type adventures, and you can see that that's actually frequently, which is cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and pushing them towards the 700 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. At least one new video a week. Yep. Jamie Hart says, I never win anything. You know what's funny? Now, this some things in life might sound ridiculous when you hear me talk about them here, right? I don't know what it's like to listen to me. But when you think about different ideas like luck, most people, I find, or agree with the idea when it's been pointed out, that most people, when you say like, oh, do you know, how's your luck? Most people are like, oh, I'm never lucky. I never win. My chances are not good. So I chose a long time ago to just say I tend to be lucky half the time. And I think that might be a self-fulfilling prophecy, because I certainly haven't had any lottery wins or, anything like that. But when it comes to, I'll show you, for instance, traffic tickets, right? I've probably got, my better than average number of traffic tickets throughout my life. And I promise you, I'm older than you think I am. But I've been let off half the time. That's an example. Kristen and I have been out to different, we've gone like to the casino and had a winning day. It's not every day, but it happens sometimes. And I find that about half the time, I tend to be lucky. Kristen and I have been to a few different events where they've had like giveaways and things like that, and we've won at least half the time. Simple things, but still happy to have it. And that goes for a lot of different things in life. I tend to be lucky half the time. Not that it's necessarily 100% true, but I promise you, after about 20 years of doing this, it seems to be. So I just choose to say that because it seems to be working as a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I'm going to have to start doing that with lottery tickets as well. Canadian family life keeps getting booted out. Hopefully not. Hopefully that's not the case. And then Margie's Crafty Corner is up here right now. Loves to do crochet and paper crafts. You'll get more information on the About page, but they share their crafting with us. Now, live streams are something as well that has been happening frequently, so we can follow Margie's Crafty Corner here. They happen to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family. We'll see if they're going to post some more shorts videos, but regular long-form videos are posted frequently, and they're going to bring us I forgot, I asked in the chat yesterday if that's actually a junk journal. I had been introduced to the idea of junk journals here in the Superchat family by following different creators. Sometimes you find different StreamYard panels. People are creating different things together. One of the things I found was junk journals being done together, and they're doing a lot of different types of things, which is cool, as well as Happy Mail videos. We're always happy to see those. 884 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 900 that she's thinking about as well. Oh, there you go. Yes, Gloria's Platter got a visa to come into the U.S., which is great. We're all thankful for that. Gloria's Platter is a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation, actually, and inspiration. And let's spin the wheel. Together We Travel is still in the chat. They are our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. We do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. Growing What I Eat is up right now, and with 319 subscribers, we're going to find a creator that's going to give us garden updates and show us how we can grow a lot of different things for ourselves when it comes to self-sufficiency. Of course, homesteading type activities. We see that their shorts are now getting over 2,000 views, which is great to see as well. Now, Growing What I Eat was featured the other day. And where is the video? Was it a live stream replay or was it a video that I watched? they have got a lot of different things going on in their garden. And they're going to bring us a lot of tips and tricks. They're going to talk to us about some of the things they've tried to grow that might not work out as well as some others. I think they're growing over 30 different things, right? And then how they're going to replace different things. There's ideas like, now I'm still learning a lot. I don't do any growing of anything. Kristen's really expanding now. We live in an apartment. We don't have the ability to put things outdoors, but even indoors, she's growing a lot of different herbs now, like starting to expand the collection, which is great to see. I have to let Hope Bus know about that. But Growing What I Eat is going to show us as well tips and tricks about planting different things together. Because if you are not knowledgeable or don't educate yourself as to what to expect for some of the things you're growing, you could have a situation where you grow one plant and then put something right beside it and have the other thing take over. And that's a kind of an idea that Growing What I Eat is going to help with. It's just one of the things I've seen. Seneca Casino, yeah, Jamie Hart. That's where we actually had our win. It probably costed, if I remember, I've won at Seneca before. It probably cost me $100 to do, putting like $20, and this is many years ago. It's not like I gamble all the time, but once in a while I'll go. And I put $20 in, make like $60, take it out, put another 20 in, make another 100, take it out, put another 20 in, that kind of thing, right? So that I ended up pulling out the profit. But that's great to see. Seneca Casino in Niagara, in a lot of my Niagara Falls live streams on my personal channel, you can see Seneca, Niagara. It's right there because it's right across the bridge that we go across to get into the United States. But many times I've been there, and that's a good example. So, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you got that. Yeah, Thursday will be a day to think about a lottery ticket for you as well. Even Kristen and I play those as well. We play a couple of weekly things. I think they say, like, you'd have to do the calculation now to see if it's still true, but for different lotteries, if you start playing those things when you're just barely old enough, and instead of playing, you take that money and put it into a savings account, later on learning how to invest and maximize, you can actually win a couple of $1 million over a lifetime by saving and investing and things like that. You don't need the lottery. But at my age, that idea doesn't work anymore, so I still play the lottery tickets and I just write off the $10 a week or whatever it is that's coming through or that's disappearing. And then, yes, Pendar, always a passport is needed to cross in North America by land, sea, or air through Mexico, the United States, and Canada. We used to have a driver's license program, which was called an enhanced driver's license. And I am 100% miserable about this because I was one of the first people to get one. And what it is we had a driver's license with a chip in it. So what would happen is it's like RFID, and you get to the border, and then you don't need a passport because the driver's license has all the same information. And you have to go through the same interviews. Do you have any brothers or cousins or sisters, that look like you and all this other stuff? And I was lucky to have that for a long time because you don't have to renew it, right? Your license is your license. You just have to renew the picture and this and that. So I was able to cross. I've been to the United States 150 times probably, maybe more. And that made it a dream. But now, yes, you have to have a passport again. And the pandemic started a bit of that and a lot of restrictions and things. But that driver's license program that we had is gone now. Not enough people were interested in it, so they abandoned the program recently. And then Scratch and PPA is up on the screen right now. A shining jewel in the Superchat family, to say the least. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator here in the Superchat family, and he's very well known as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. And some of the idea behind the support that he gives to others comes out, first of all, in the stories that I tell here, because I talk about him seeming to be everywhere all the time, and I literally use those words to describe the support that he gives to others. But if you can catch him for one of his premieres, which is every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail, you will find one of the fastest rolling chats you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than almost any other. He rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener, Stock Explorer, VS Speaks Royally, for instance. And it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. It's very fast-paced and very high energy. What he brings us in his content is the Scratch Challenge series of videos. So it's an interesting, one-of-a-kind, unique twist on lottery ticket scratching, where he pits two tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of as well. You can see that presentation has always been at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails, which also give you a hint as to the giveaways that are included in his videos, and then his banner is updated every week as well. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, well over 2.5 years ago now. So 1,630 or so subscribers. We'd love to push him towards the 1,700 we know he's thinking about. And Scratch and PPA is an unbelievably supportive creator for which I will be eternally grateful already. If you can imagine somebody literally supporting you hundreds of times. He supports every single thing that I do and every single channel and video that I touch. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Mama 4 Boys is going to come up. Pardon me. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, so I'll appreciate it greatly. Mama 4 Boys is coming up in 3 minutes, and then I'll add some more names onto our wheel from our chat list as well. All right, we're back and looking at Mama 4 Boys. I put another couple of names on the wheel. F.R. Humphrey, Glorious Platter, Granny Filming Again, and Pendar have all been added. Ricky, wow, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I think you've been here before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And our instructions are always in our video description for anybody that's new or fairly new to Tuber Chat to help you understand how to connect and get the most value out of your time here. Pardon me. So Mama 4 Boys is going to bring us some delicious looking content, and that's through shorts, videos, and live streams. We'll see how the shorts are doing first because they're front and center on the channel. These have started to get well over 1,500 views, even 1,600, which is great. That will likely continue. Live streams are something that they've done many times before and started to pick up a little bit recently. We'll see if they're going to continue. Pardon me. And Mama 4 Boys as well posts a lot of videos frequently. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to take their latest video that they put up a few days ago and put that in my catch-up list. A lot of the meals on this channel really hit home for me. I would call them almost traditional just because I recognize a lot of the things here. One of the things they do on their channel is they take things or ideas from foods or meals that might be pre-made in grocery stores, maybe in the frozen food section. They show you how to make these things at home. And I think in almost every case, everybody's going to agree that homemade is always better than store-bought, especially if it comes from the frozen section. That's almost in every case, right? So they've got a lot of traditional meals here. Mac and cheese, of course, is something popular. Homemade pan pizza. They've got everything from fish to chicken to beef to hamburger helper. Homemade version. Traditional holiday meals like St. Patrick's Day that we just passed as well. And Mama 4 Boys is incredibly supportive. Not only are they here with us every single day in Tuber Chat, but they're out supporting other creators, and I run into them constantly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams trying to support others myself as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. It looks like we're going to be here for another 25 minutes. And then Michael's Adventures has got a premiere coming up. I will start dropping the link for that in about 10 minutes from now. But this gives us lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We'll try to get to everybody today. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is going to get added to the wheel right now. And we'll take it one at a time now. Rushing Wind Mountain is up with 455 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'll see how their shorts are doing before anything. I never talked about shorts for a long time, very much here in Tuber Chat, because I did not do a lot of them myself. Now I've done about 30 or 40. I still wish I'd get to 100 so I could come to the table with a little bit more experience, but we'll continue those at some point anyway. But I wanted to make sure that I at least talk about things that I've done to the smallest amount, right? I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I constantly strive to learn and improve. I certainly don't want anybody to take what I talk about here as advice. The idea is for us to discuss things together so that we can make better decisions for our channels as we learn from each other, myself included. Now, Rushing Wind Mountain has got some success going on with their shorts. Consistency here is bringing them 2,000, 3,000, even 5,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue. They've got some videos as well that come out frequently. Usually, it looks like a couple of times a week when they post, but it could be once every couple of weeks that they get to videos. All outdoors. I'm still getting to know the channel, but they've been with us for quite some time. I wonder if I'm going to take something else now. I might take an older video. Let's see what you got for popular videos here. 29,000. I'm going to take this video. I'm going to take this one with 1,600 views, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. It's a 9-minute video from 6 months ago, and I'm going to use that just for another piece of content to watch. One of the things that I enjoy about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels, and then by watching videos and hanging out in live streams over weeks and months, I get to know the content on the channel. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators behind the channels in that way as well. Anything that you want to bring to my attention, whether it's a lesson learned, something observed, questions if you have them that you think I can help with. And I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. And there you go, yeah, Pendar, trying to do more shorts, but there aren't enough hours in the day. One of the things that I've started to try to do, and I'm going to continue, I wasn't filming for a few weeks, I had no voice. It's back to almost 100%, so I expect to start filming again this week. One of the things I expect to do is to plan out videos, especially when they're product reviews, but plan the shorts to be within the videos, if that makes sense. So when you're filming, you've got your camera most likely in horizontal mode if you're filming a regular video. And if you frame it right and usually just put the camera a little farther away, you can get yourself to fit in a section that's going to allow you to cut a short right out of the video, and then you can use the shorts to promote your long form videos as well. It's just an idea. It's not appropriate for every type of video. Sometimes you might even want to have two cameras together, one horizontal, one vertical, if that makes sense, or just make the videos separately, right? But it's an idea, because being able to reuse content or use different social networks to promote each other can be very helpful. So I continue to experiment with that. We'll see Gloria's Platters up here right now. She might have just taken off, but she brings delicious looking content. She always wants to motivate and encourage others. She is an incredibly talented person when it comes to cooking, baking, and all the things in between. She's bringing us shorts videos that have now gotten into the 10,000, 16,000, and 17,000 views. Live streams are something that she does frequently as well. She's very considerate about the prep, so she gets everything ready to go, but still shows us the entire process of making whatever dish or meal she's making, and then keeps engaged with the chat and conversation, so it's 100% content when we get to her live streams. Very well done always. And I'm just going to take her latest video and put this into my catch-up list as well, because I can see I'm behind with her again. We're working on 2,700 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Yeah, shorts must be vertical. The aspect ratio needs to be perfect. It's still recommended to use the hashtag shorts, but you can produce videos. What I do is I produce my videos in almost every case outside. So I'll use Final Cut Pro, or I know a lot of people use Premiere and other programs as well. And then I will use Dropbox or another cloud service to put the videos on the phone and then upload them through the shorts camera, if that makes sense, as opposed to making the videos with the shorts camera. But you can, and when you do it that way, YouTube almost exclusively puts them up as shorts. I still have heard recently from somebody having success with shorts that it's advisable to use the hashtag shorts first in your set of hashtags. And of course, it's recommended to use 3, never more than 15. I never use more than 14 on any video at all. And we're talking about hashtags, not tags. They're different things, right? Jamie Hart is up right now. She's going to be celebrating a birthday on Thursday. So I'm not sure if she's got the live stream already set up. There it is right there, yes. So I've got my notification on for that, but I've also set a Siri notification for myself to make sure that I catch it. Jamie Hart has been a fun and generous and loyal supporter here in the Tuber Chat family. She always engages conversation. She brings a lot of variety on her channel, including horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she happens to be a cat lover and shares that with us as well. Let's see how the shorts are doing on the channel. She's just done a few, but we'll see if she's going to do some more. Live streams are something that she does occasionally as well, and then videos are usually posted frequently, so we'll see if she's going to come up with some new content shortly also, maybe even this week. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Almost 600 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards that milestone, and I know you'll appreciate the support that comes back from her. So Pendar uses DaVinci Resolve, and I think I'm going to try experimenting with that program sometime soon. One of the reasons why is because I like the idea of their equipment as well. The same company, Blackmagic Design, that does DaVinci Resolve also makes cameras and other equipment as well. And I think about the idea that someday I may get into professional cameras for other reasons. And if that's the case, I've always been a Canon fan since we've started YouTube, but I may end up going with Blackmagic Design. But I do want to see how that program works. I've dabbled in Premiere. I use Final Cut Pro just because I happen to be a Mac guy. I'm lucky enough to have Mac. But Premiere's the probably most popular, and then DaVinci Resolve seems to be a close third. So Granny Filming again is up right now. We'll see what this channel's got going on. I'm still getting to know them. 358 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. Pardon me. And then I'm just going to look at their shorts first because we're talking about shorts all the time now. These have gotten into well over 5,000 views, even over 6,000. A couple of these. That will likely continue. And a little bit of variety that I see here. I'm just going to read the About page. Homemaking, cooking, grocery pickups, cleaning, challenges, Q&As, and a lot more. They will inspire us in a spiritual way, as we can see as well. I'm just going to dig through their videos, having some fun cooking spaghetti, garlic knots. I've not seen anything like that. We might have them here in Canada, but I'm not certain. And then lots of variety here. Picking flowers. They're in the kitchen. Making pizza. Interesting. And hopefully everybody will enjoy this variety when you get there. Like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel. I'm just going to take the second latest video here, this garlic knots video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Give me another piece of content to go through. I will spin the wheel. Just Jason Keto still in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another fellow Canadian. He's been unbelievably supportive for a long time here. I'm going to get the link for us for the raid that's coming up. Michael's Adventures has a premiere that's coming up in just under 15 minutes. I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that begins, but Michael's Adventures will invite us to meet more friends and family members on his channel while we're watching that premiere as well. So we'll go over there and raid all together. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is up right now. Another longtime friend, definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter to say the least. Oh, interesting. Kermage in Alaska says they were a photojournalist for a while and they only used Canon. I really like the T models, like those T7i. Kristen's got a T7i. I think they came out with T8i. I stopped following for a while. I thought I was going to go and buy a couple, and then I shied away from it because I said, no, just use the phones for now. I'm not gonna use the features that Canon allows, like the professional cameras, like the depth and things. Now, maybe sometime in the near future, we'll see. It depends on what I expect to do for the rest of the year with my personal channel and things like that. But we'll see. In the meantime, phones usually do most of what we need. But if I was to pick a company other than Blackmagic, 100% it would be Canon. Because it seems to be the most popular as well among YouTubers. And I'm not saying I'm right, I'm saying it seems that way. There's so many lenses, so much helpful information out there, and they seem to be fairly easy to use. A 7D and a 5D, interesting. Yeah, the 5D was so popular that they were making television commercials with it. I think Canon made their own commercial for the 5D with a 5D. And then let's look at Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. This is an interesting creator because I remember when they first got into the Superchat family, somebody had, they were looked for more than once. We had a couple of people come in and say like, hey, is Jesse Miller going to be here? And I thought that was really cool because they're having impact on their community. Gail Southern Living is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I put them right onto the wheel. They've been a dear, dear, dear friend for a long time. Just Jason Keto uses an SL3. And yeah, we'll talk more about equipment, especially as I start to use different things. I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of different things like that because I've chosen just to use GoPros and cameras more than anything else. But we have to make the right decisions for ourselves. It's always an expense, right? Some of these cameras start getting into, I'm in Canada, so it literally turns out to almost a couple $1,000s. It's almost impossible not to spend $2,000 on a pro camera. Oh, and there you go. Yes, Kermit in Alaska. That's what I like about the T series, T6i, T7i, and all that, is that they have that flip around screen. So great for solo work. So Jesse Miller unboxings and more. I'm just going to take your latest video because I can see I'm way behind with you. They just put that video up today. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And then I'm going to look at your shorts for a second because I haven't seen them on this channel, I don't think. Well over 1,000 views now, which is great. That will likely continue. Live streams are something that happens occasionally, so we'll see if they're going to do this again shortly. Their birthday just a month ago. Hopefully we'll catch that next time around. And Jesse Miller unboxings and more, like I said, has great impact on their community, so much so that they've actually been looked for more than once here in Tuber Chat, which is great to see. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. FR Humphrey is here with us frequently. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And we'll put the link up for Michael's Adventures premiere again in a few more minutes. We'll do it a couple times before we go over there for a raid. FR Humphrey is up right now. They've got some shorts. We'll look at those in a second. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. In the chat, other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. FR Humphrey right now has over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,200 we know they must be thinking about. The shorts are getting over 3,000 views now, which is great to see as well. And then when we look at videos, we see that they're posting here at least once a week. So I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And yeah, Jesse Miller unboxings and more. She has videos of all sizes on her channel. So when we're connecting with creators, we always want to make sure we're watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long, easy to find on 99% of channels. While we're here in Tuber Chat, when I grab videos for people, I either grab whatever they've got latest or something around 10 minutes if I can, just because I've got the time to run it. I usually end up with 30 or 40 videos by the end of a stream. I don't do it for every single channel. I just do it if I see I'm behind or if it comes to mind, and then I let that run overnight, or I watch. What I do is actually I set up my catch-up playlist and I order the videos by the shortest down to the longest. And the reason why is because when I can sit and watch, I can watch as many videos as possible. Because if you've only got 20 minutes, you might be able to get through 5 or 10 videos, right? And then let the rest of it run. And I'm sure people aren't going to mind, especially when you've got replays that are an hour long and things like that, if you're running them more than anything else. FR Humphrey is in Alabama, and they create lifestyle content focused on creativity for stress relief, mental and emotional well-being and fun. Their creative outlets include backyard organic, urban gardening, traditional art, including watercolor, acrylic, pen and ink, and much more, including knitting, crocheting, sewing, weaving, knotwork, writing, poetry, short stories, novels, music, including singing, playing, and creating, as well as discussing. So lots of creative outlets on this channel and lots of variety in content. And so hopefully everybody will enjoy that, not to mention the gardening updates that are going to come from this creator as well. And obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. They're here with us frequently. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. It's time for me to drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. That's coming up in 10 minutes. Pardon me, and Baron is coming up right now. He slid through quickly today, and I always get to this channel from their handle because Baron is an unbelievably popular name for YouTube channels. The more popular they are and the shorter they are, the harder they are to find. It's still very helpful for us to search, find, and click on each other, so we always want to take the time to do that if we can, but I know that this one can be particularly difficult to find, so I put the handle in the chat and you can search it out if you'd like to. on a phone or a computer, of course. Baron does a lot of posting, usually every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Most of the videos are tributes or shout-outs for public figures and celebrities and things like that. They've got some shorts videos, and these have started to get into the thousands of views. They post, like I said, videos frequently. Lots of these are very short. I'm just going to take the latest one, even though it's extremely short, put that in my catch-up list, and then live streams are something that they do sometimes as well. They just did one today, so they seem to be trying to go every day on those now. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is in the house. That's a creator that's been a longtime friend with a bit of a name change that brings us fantasy football. It's a one-of-a-kind channel in the Superchat family. Oh, pardon me, I haven't been drinking enough for a while. Pendar is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. They are brand new to Superchat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos once I get to the right channel. It's this one right here. And we'll look at the videos first. I usually look for something a bit longer if I can. Most of their videos are shorter, within just a few minutes or so. We want to make sure we're connecting with a video of at least 3 minutes if possible. I'm just going to grab... I'm going to see what I'm going to do here. Sometimes I go for videos that are longer. I don't want to take up too much time, but I'll go back to the beginning and I'll just take this is an interesting channel, and I wonder if I've seen any of this before. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'll put that in my watch later list. It's a different kind of playlist. We all have it. It's a private list, but that will give me a chance to, after the live stream today, go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we can expect music, gaming, art, and their dog Willow will be featured in a lot of videos as well. So I'll look forward to that. I can see your shorts are moving into over 1,000 views now, which is great, and hopefully everybody will give this creator a warm welcome into the Superchat family and connect with them right away. Next up is going to be a longtime friend of Superchat, Gail Southern Living. She's actually got a couple of different channels. She's been an incredibly supportive friend here in the Superchat family and to me personally, and she is an advocate for helping others as well with their channels growing, hitting different milestones. She's always been this way as well. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. I'm always behind with Gail because she posts frequently, and you know, it gets harder as time goes on. You follow more and more channels over time, and it's hard to be there for everybody for every single video that they put out, but as long as everybody's always doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting different milestones and things like that all the time. Gail Southern Living is going to bring us homesteading type activities more than anything else, garden tours, giveaways, and more homesteading activities and conversation, collaborations with other creators. I think she put together a collaboration last year that had about 80 creators together, pretty close to it. Shorts videos have gotten into over many thousand views, but one of them over 18,000 on this channel, and live streams are frequent. She's got one coming up right now. Actually, right after Michael's Adventures premiere, we know that Gail Southern Living will be live, so we can go over there and support her as well. She's been a dear friend for a long time, like I said. And Gail's... Why can't I spell? Gail's Crafts and Coupons is coming up right now. I'm going to grab the latest video from this channel as well. I accidentally set that to download. I'm clicking too fast here. I've got that video on my catch-up list. This is where she's going to help us save some money, whether it's crafting or shopping. Dutchfly61 is in the house. Let me just get your channel onto the wheel. I'm going to have to step on it now because I'm going to drop the link again for Michael's Adventures Premiere. He'll put a long intro on that for us to buy us an extra minute. Oh, look at that. Dutchfly61 is a Skywatcher. I just put their channel on the wheel and they came up right away. What luck. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. That's a premiere. So the chat's already running, but we'll go over there together in another few minutes after we get through a few more channels here. And you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members while you're with him. Same thing with Gail Southern Living when she does her live stream right afterwards as well. It's actually starting at the same time. Dutchfly61 has over 1,000 subscribers now and another brand new video just from last week. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. This channel was featured recently as another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's with us frequently. Shorts might be something that continues in the future, but they've got over 4,000 on the first one that they posted, and then you can see they post occasionally, but they're going to bring to us more of the unexplained as a Skywatcher. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure you will. And of course the support that comes back from them. Kermagin, Alaska is with us for what I believe is the second time today. And let's see what they've got going on their channel right now. Kermagin, Alaska obviously is somebody we're going to be still getting to know. But this is one of the reasons I like putting channels on the screen here in Superchat, is because over time I get to know channels, and over weeks and months by watching content I get to know the content and eventually the creators behind the channels as well. Shorts videos have gotten into over 1,600 already. When we look at live streams, they've got one coming up in a few days. They do these frequently. It looks like at least once a week, which is really cool. And let me just see the videos here. They've got a brand new video from a couple days ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I connected with them on this one here. And then they've got a bit more variety on the channel. Let's see their About page for a quick second. Rob and Zeus, the Aussie. Remote off-grid homestead and soon to be Airbnb. And that's really cool in Alaska. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety and content that they're bringing. 244 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 300 we know they're thinking about. Sully Promotion, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat right now. We're just coming up to the end of our stream for today, but we're here 3 times a week, and you're welcome to meet friends and family members while you're here. We talk about different channels and their content, as you can see. TWT TV is longtime friends. They've actually got a couple of channels. It's a family vlogging channel. They bring us on adventures and to parties, and they give us a chance to hang out and get to know them as well. It's a lot of family togetherness on this channel. They've got 1,100 subscribers now, moving towards 1,200. The Stock Explorer's in the house as a member and a moderator. I'm spinning just for fun. When we get down to, actually, let's look at their shorts videos and see what they're doing here. They've got a few of these already over 1,000 views, which is great, so that will likely continue. And then we're going to look at Little Red and Buddy Tracks, which is a second channel from these same creators where they bring us music videos, which is a really cool combination and an excellent complementary channel. 329 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Michael's Adventures Premiere intro has just started, so I'm going to drop the link again for us in another moment. Let's get the Stock Explorer up on the screen. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you've just come by quickly or dropped a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. Please don't forget the thumbs up on the way out, thumbs up for Michael's Adventures on the way in. The Stock Explorer is up right now, and they bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. And they do that through shorts, videos, and live streams with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like futures and options trading and NFTs. They bring us some shorts videos with a lot of variety, but even these are getting into the thousands of views. They often have product in hand. Sometimes there is friendly conversation or a little bit more variety in lottery ticket scratching. I had a conversation with them on their channel a couple of months ago. They often have StreamYard panels with interesting guests. And then as well, the Stock Explorer's got a second channel called Tropical Buzz. Being in Florida, they seek to educate us about plant life and then also grow some of their own. They'll share that journey with us as well. So this is Nora for the Stock Explorer behind Tropical Buzz. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them on both of their channels and pushing them towards the 300 subscribers here. Part of me that we know they're thinking about. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Let's go over and support Michael's adventures for his wildlife premiere. And then Gale Southern Living has got a live stream that we can join afterwards. And we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.